Welcome back to another episode, GW. I'm Matthew Cox, and this is GWeek from home. The confirmation hearings of Amy Coney Barrett, Trump's third Supreme Court nominee in the past 4 years, have been underway this past week. Judge Barrett currently serves on the 7th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Chicago. Barrett, who if confirmed would replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat, is praised by conservatives for her strict interpretation of the Constitution and conservative views on many social issues, while Democrats fear that she will set back the country by appealing Roe v. Wade or Obergefell v. Hodges. Despite Democrats' best efforts to get her to slip during confirmation hearings, Barrett adhered to strict Supreme Court precedent and would not give her opinion on legal matters during the hearings. Provost Brian Blake announced in a letter to the GW community on Friday afternoon that GW will offer the pass-no-pass option for the entire 2020-2021 academic year. This decision comes after the Student Association sent out a survey to all students to gain input on opinions for the policy. Notable changes from the pass-no-pass option from last year are that this academic year, quote, undergraduates will be permitted the pass-no-pass grading option and a maximum of one course per semester. And the decision deadline will be November 6th. In recent national news, concerns have been raised about the attempted kidnapping of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer by a group of right-wing activists surrounding Whitmer's handling of the coronavirus. Reporter Katie Coolidge has the story.
Long-standing tensions between Michigan's second female governor, Gretchen Whitmer, and right-wing activists reached a fever pitch last week after an attempted kidnapping the media is now claiming as an act of domestic terrorism. Whitmer is known for her stringent coronavirus restrictions, ranking among the strictest in the nation. Her initiatives have included business shutdowns, limiting the number of customers in essential stores to 4 every 1,000 square feet, suggesting people limit the number of household members who are running errands, and banning all private and public gatherings outside of homes. Protesters against these actions began in early April, and on April 30th, protesters, some of whom were armed, stormed the state capitol building in hopes to overturn the stay-at-home order. Among these protesters were Pete Musico, Michael, and William Knoll, later arrested for the alleged kidnapping plot that unfolded. After using surveillance on Whitmer's vacation home, on October 8th, FBI raids and arrests were made. A total of 13 men were charged related to the plan to kidnap the governor and overthrow the state government. The affidavit reports saying those accused talked of using explosives to divert the police from the location, and fear will be manifested through bullets. 7 men were part of a militia group and were charged by the Michigan Attorney General for alleged activities such as calling group members to identify home addresses of law enforcement officers, making threats of violence to instigate a civil war leading to societal collapse, and planning and training for an attack on the state capitol building and to kidnap government officials. One of the militia members' employers speaks out about his observations of one member's actions.
I hate to say I love the kid, but I'm mad right now. I'm just shocked, mad. You help somebody out and then they pull that stuff.
Hours after FBI arrest, Trump responded, tweeting, "Whitmer has done a terrible job, and regarding the foiled kidnapping plot, rather than say thank you, she calls me a white supremacist." Governor Whitmer, open up your state, open up your schools, and open up your churches, he wrote. At present, the governor is currently being moved around until conflict dies down. A recent update to this investigation on Tuesday details that 2 of the men accused of plotting the kidnapping also allegedly took part in discussions with self-styled militia groups about potentially abducting Virginia Governor Ralph Northam. Neither him or his family are in imminent danger. As the nation begins to front this second coronavirus wave, we will watch as Michigan may face heightened opposition to Whitmer's coronavirus governance, as well as look out for other ties to this alleged plotting. For GWeek, I'm Katie Coolidge.
Thanks, Katie. Over the past week, a second wave in coronavirus cases and hospitalizations has occurred in Europe, with Spain closing all bars and restaurants for the next 2 weeks, and President Macron of France announcing a 9 p.m. curfew in Paris. European leaders are scrambling to take control of the pandemic. United States public health officials have warned that as the colder weather approaches and more people stay closer together indoors, the U.S. will soon likely experience a similar second wave. The NBA season has officially come to a close, with the Los Angeles Lakers winning Game 6 in a 106-93 lead to the Miami Heat. This season has no doubt been a tough one for many. with the loss of Kobe Bryant earlier this year and the coronavirus pandemic changing the landscape of basketball. LeBron James and his fellow teammates honored their late teammate and secured the Lakers' 17th championship title. The night ended with James being awarded the Finals Most Valuable Player award, making him one of 2 players in basketball history to have 4 Finals MVP awards. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to check us out on GW-TV.com and on Instagram @GWeek News. Stay safe, GW.